Somebody else making some good news is my guest in this segment, Neil Rogers, who is the new Food Operations Manager for the Food Hub Commercial Kitchen. Welcome, Neil.
Thank you for having me today.
So, Neil, you've got a great history and resume in terms of being involved with the food scene, not only locally but beyond. Maybe you could talk a little bit about, before we get into your new role, but kind of your food background and some of the local restaurants and beyond.
Most recently, I was the chef de cuisine for the Niche Hospitality Group, helping them operate 8 of their kitchens across Massachusetts and Rhode Island. And before that, I was at Volturno when it first opened up on Shrewsbury Street. Brand new concept, beautiful Neapolitan pizza ovens, helping elevate the cuisine in Worcester. Before that, I was at Tommaso out in Southborough, which was a beautiful,
nice place, yeah.
Italian restaurant, which was just phenomenal. Everything was handmade. Before that, I was at the Max Restaurant Group out in Connecticut, which was a phenomenal group. They are probably one of the premier restaurant groups in Southern New England.
And so, you've had some experience around and, firsthand seen and been a part of how the food culture, the foodie scene has transformed kind of communities, economies. I mean, Worcester alone, we've talked about over 50 plus new restaurants opening over the last 18 months, that bringing people into the city, supporting the arts and cultural venues, and putting people to work. And what's it like to be a part of that?
I think it's pretty phenomenal. It's just to see where Worcester started years ago. My first job was at the Struck Cafe, which was on Chandler Street.
Yeah.
And just to follow how Worcester has grown so much over the past 20 years. Before, it was very meat and potatoes town. Everybody was into they had their favorite pub they go to on Friday nights. And now the dining is so eclectic. I mean, you can go down Shrewsbury Street and you can go to the Pakistan restaurant, you can have Italian food, you can have Thai, anything, sushi, everything.
Yeah,
so it's like it's
Brazilian,
it's just how great all the different operators are and how they work together to try to make the community a lot better. I think that's one of the key things that's happened over the past 5 or so years.
And people, it's really kind of a manifestation of the creativity, kind of the arts and cultural community in a different way, and that interface, and really kind of bringing people in, and the attention that it's garnered the city, making people say, I'm going to come in and grab a bite, and then maybe it's the Hanover Theater or the Art Museum, or maybe come into the kids with the Ecotarium. So really quiet in some ways, or maybe underappreciated way of creating a destination place for Worcester.
And I think that it's also the fact that it's one of those things that you have to eat every day. And I think that a lot of the restaurants in Worcester, they know that, and they try to offer the best that they possibly can all the time for the people in the city.
And so you took on a new role as the operations manager for the Food Hub Commercial Kitchen, and that is an initiative, the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce partnering with the Regional Environmental Council, all being made possible through funding through the Health Foundation of Central Mass to do 2 things. How do we work with the farmers in Worcester County, and Worcester County's got more farms than any other county in Massachusetts, to get their crops to larger users, the public schools, the colleges and universities, hopefully over time grow more of to the restaurants and things. But there's also a commercial kitchen, and allowing people who have an idea to start a business, they want to commercialize or scale a recipe. That's the other aspect of this new Food Hub. And you're running it, this commercial kitchen. Why don't you tell us about that?
It's a beautiful space. I mean, and what we're doing there is pretty tremendous for the community. It was something that I guess it got my interest back when I saw you speak with Steve Fisher at the REC office during my leadership Worcester. And that was probably the one time in those first few classes that something really spoke to me. It was just like what it's doing for the community and how it can help the community. And it's just the underserved population. It's like entrepreneurs that don't know where they can go.
And that's the key as an entrepreneur. You could be somebody who's 4th generation who wants to take grandmother's recipe and commercialize and scale it.
Absolutely.
We've got immigrants who've just come to this country, want to bring cuisine, sell it, develop it. People looking to maybe, learn how to run a kitchen. All of those things you train them on.
We can train them there. So it's like we have like you said, we have a woman who's making kimchi, and it's her family recipe. And it's some of the best kimchi I've ever had, but she takes pride in it, and she knows that it's going to be the best. And it's just that we're giving her the opportunity that she can have her business started there.
And so, there's safety training, there's food prep handling. You train them on all those things in a first-class commercial kitchen.
Pretty much, yes. Like we have a nice orientation where we go through, we show them the kitchen, we go through what they want to make, and then we help them, realize their dreams. So it's like we've been doing, like I would have to say, an intake orientation where it's been going through every step with it. You know, what do you want to make? How do you want to make it? What's your audience? Because I think a lot of people coming in, they don't actually know like the final steps. They know they want to make it and they know they want to sell it, but they don't know what it takes to get through the whole process. Right. So that if we can educate them, that helps them in the end.
And mentor them and walk
Mentor
them
them,
through
exactly.
it. And so how does somebody get in touch with you?
They can email me at kitchen@recworcester.org.
Kitchen@rec.org. recworcester.org.
Or you can call me at the Worcester County Food Bank.
And then that's the opportunity to answer their questions, have them come out.
Come out, give them a tour, give them a brief overview of what they want to make or do, and help them start their business. We just want to make it as stressless as possible with them, because it's a big undertaking that they're going to be doing. So we want to make sure that they're, well educated, that they feel comfortable. We want to make sure that they're comfortable doing it.
Great. Well, Neil, we look forward to having you back as we grow and succeed, and we're lucky to have somebody with your experience and passion to help create new businesses, create jobs, and help continue to transform the region. And congratulations for your Leadership Worcester involvement and recent graduation.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Good stuff.